Hey, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to create a budget tracker template. So you're trying to get a better handle on your budget as a business. So what you can see on the screen right here is a free template that you can get from Monday.com. And the link to this is in the description below. And it's cool because it's free because they have a 14-day free trial to try it out and see if it's going to be something that works for you. So once you click that link, this is going to be the budget plan that's going to show up. And this is just a template in here for you to kind of use as your own reference so that there's actually information put on here so you can understand how the data works. So at the top here, let me just explain how Monday works, right? So these are your workspaces here. This is our board. This is our budget plan board. Then you have different views for it. So this is conditional formatting. This is the main table, just a little bit cleaner to look at, right? And then you also have a chart that we're going to take a look at. And we're going to show how all this information kind of coordinates with one another. So then within the template here, you have project 1, you have project 2. These are two different groups. So project 1 is a group, project 2 is a group, and then each group you have items. So each row here is an item that we're focused on. So let's say this is just, I have a marketing background. So website, how about logo, right? So we're doing project 1, brand refresh, right? So we want to see this, and what I want to do is I want to point of contact. I'm going to make this person 1. I'm going to say that they are working on it, and then you can create the start date. So we're a little bit in the past here, but how about we go into this starts today and then is due the 30th, all right? And then this is a logo. We don't need 11,000. Let's say we're going to do $5,000 for new logo, and then the actual spend is $7,000. But we budgeted 15. So the difference here is $8,000. You can see how this automatically changes. Well, the resource here, travel was 0. Actual spend is 5,000. But let's say we budgeted $4,000. You can see how it automatically will update your budget to say, you know what? We actually came in $1,000 over budget on this one, so it's not on budget. So what you can see here is this chart is going to change depending on how you change the data. So now you can see that project 1, we're actually $1,900 difference. And then you can see that we have more things that are off budget than on budget. So the green check mark means we're on budget or under, and this one means that we're over. So when I go back and start changing some of these things again. So how about we say the budget for this is $40,000? Kind of ridiculous, right? If you go to your chart view, what are you going to see? You're going to see, wow, like we're doing great. We're project spend difference. We're doing well. And then we just added to this over here. So you can kind of see like over under budget is kind of about equal now. You can see that this all updates in live time. Now, if we're taking a look at this though, the really powerful parts of this come from the conditional formatting and then the statuses. So the reason I say that is you can create filtered views. Let's say that you have a few projects that are stuck. So now you can see that 1/3 of the projects are the brand refresher stuck and 1/3 of them are stuck for project 2. But let's say you have a lot of different projects going on and you're trying to figure out budgets for different things. I want to look at a filtered view. Show me all the filtered views of just projects that are stuck. So let's see here. I want to go to statuses and I want to see stuck. So now, as a project management aspect to this, I can say, okay, these are all the projects that are stuck. Well, how about now we go and look at things such as, I only want to see, so I'm going to clear this one right here. I only want to see things that are off budget. So now with this filter, these are all the different items that are we have are over budget, and I can take a look at these and be able to see these very quickly. So a nice thing too is, let's say you empower your staff, and I'm going to take this right here, and you give them access to this, and you say, hey, if your travel expense, let's say, goes a little bit high and it puts us over budget, I want to know. Well, you don't have to have it be something where that person has to email you. Let's say that in this particular case, the budget for this is $5,000, or I'm going to say $5,001. So the difference is $1 because we've spent $5,000 of actual money for this. But if I was to go in here and make this 50, you can see that this makes the difference now, and we're now over budget for this. So let's say you give authority to your team member to go in here and change based on their travel and resources and be able to update you in real time. So what you can do is, I want to create a workflow, and what I want to do is, let's see how this one works. I want to make it so when a column changes, then notify someone and create an update with this text. So what I want to do is when column, and I'm going to say budget. Actually, I need a new column here. So what I'm interested in is on budget. So let's see the difference. Let's say the difference changes and I want an email on that. So let's try this again. When status changes to something, when column changes, notify someone. All right. So when column travel changes, notify, and I can say item name and username. All right, done. And then I want to email me and create an update with this text. Hey, and then you can have this where you can say item name, and then let's see if we can get travel in here. Budget has changed. So just like that, if I click done and create automation, what's going to happen is if somebody goes in and they change the budget allocation for that specific item, I'm actually going to get that as an automation, and it's going to fire off an email for me. And again, there is a link in the description to this template, and it's free to use for 14 days, so you can get your hands into it, see if it's going to be something that's going to be the right fit for you. And also on the screen, what you can see here are 2 videos. The top one is a beginner's guide to Monday.com, really goes into the weeds on all of the different aspects of Monday. And then beneath that, if you're interested in those automations and workflows, you're going to want to check out that video as well. Again, guys, thank you for using my link in the description below, and I will catch you in the next video.